Okay, I mean, I'm going to go back there, right? Like you said, you're a Christian, and when the devil appeared to Jesus and was like, if you do all this, like you do this, and then bow down and worship me, everything on the earth will be yours, right? So,
Yeah.
in my view, there's two ways to live your life. Like one is like in this earth, like yeah. So one is like the power, the people that rule the world, they kind of gave like they agreed, they made a pact with the devil, right? They were like, okay, I'll do all this, and now like this is the way, this is how you rule the world. And one of the secrets of ruling the world is deception, man. You got to deceive people to be able to one up them. And
Yeah.
like it happens in minute levels in our day to day, but at a global scale, you really need to like lie to people to be able to control them. And that's what I believe is happening at a
Okay.
grand scale.
Okay, so in our conversation, I was and looking at the model, and when we got to the part of what's holding up the sun and the moon, in my mind, when it comes to governments and these leaders, the only logical reason that they would continue this facade of a sphere Earth is because it dismisses the notion, or they're leading to this idea that that the universe is unknown, that it leaves this possibility of there not being a God.
Yeah.
But because we can't explain what's holding up the sun and the moon in the flat Earth model, to me that's the only reason why they keep the lie, because the only thing that
God.
it would have to be God that's holding it up, because there's nothing that's tangible that makes like elementary sense as to why what's holding up the moon with the round Earth, gravity.
Unless there's like some kind of like, maybe not magnetic field, but some kind of field that's kind of keeping it locked into this rotation.
There's definitely some mechanism, like, because these bodies also have some electromagnetic sort of components to them, right? Like, like there's definitely some mechanism, like intelligent mechanism. But then I think that the flat Earth model does give more credence to like some sort of intelligent being sort of having a role to play in all of this. But this whole thing about the heliocentric model, and we don't like, it's all to like sort of like get our attention away from God, or like the higher being, like away from spirituality. It's more about like materialism. Like there is no purpose to this world. That's why you just live in the moment. You enjoy yourself, satisfy all your desires, and then you die, and everything will make no sense whatsoever. This idea is drilled into our heads, right? Like we're like, there's no real rhyme or reason why we're here. It's just all like, I guess, a fluke. So I don't know. That doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
Like
I could kind of see how, if they really wanted to hide God, like we have bold proof, like God exists because whatever, something's holding up the stars and we can't explain it. It has to be God. I can see them hiding it if there is actually some kind of secret society of people that are basically being controlled by some kind of demonic force, because they want to deceive as much people as they can. Again, this goes into like some weird Christian.
No, we're going in.
Yeah, we're going
in. We're in the woods now.
If Jesus died, right?
Anything can pop up and eat us right now. We are in the woods.
So, if Jesus won, right? In this say, hey, if you accept me into your heart, whatever, you go to heaven, right? Mm. So the devil's like, I lost already. I'm taking as much people as I can down with me, within your rules, God. Yep. Right? You said I could lie, so I'm gonna lie. You said I could deceive, so I will deceive. So the devil's working within the structure that God allowed,
the confines of the architect.
And he's like, I'm gonna make it so that way people stop thinking about you. I'm going to make it so people don't even think that you exist.
And that I open up these other possibilities of other that clearly points that you don't exist, and it's just random.
Yeah, because the devil tried to work within the confines of religion. Now he's working within the confines of science. He transitioned out of it.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, This is making sense.
We're gonna have a nightmare tonight.
We're in the woods.
We're in the
Yeah,
woods.
I'm good.